Jase Richardson, Michigan State guard, selected by the Orlando Magic, number 25 overall in the 2025 NBA Draft. Scouts are saying it's one of the best picks between value and fit. The Magic adds shooting, passing, defense. The son of a two-time dunk contest champ. Graceful the way he covers the ground, attacked smooth, fluid athlete. Jase may have slipped in the draft due to his height. He measured 6 foot flat at the combine without shoes. But his 6'5.5" wingspan gives him one of the best ratios of wingspan to height plus minus of any player, ranking 14th in the class, which is a more accurate measure of length, his effective size as a defender on the court. His wingspan, his length for his position is long. He plays tough. He plays with good instincts, good two-way feel. Scouting him in high school, what stood out first and foremost was his touch on tough shot-making floaters, mid-range jumpers, and that incredible body and ball control movement. Really great understanding of the game on both sides of the floor. Incredible body movement, knows how to use his body control, ball control, to bend his shoulders over forward, get lower than his opponent, but still keep his hips active, mobile, able to change directions on a dime with a fluid handle and incredible control, deceleration. That continues to stand out at Michigan State. At the collegiate level, Jase ranked very good or excellent in 6 different play types via synergy. 1.2 points per possession on spot-ups, 121 possessions, 93rd percentile. 1.1 points per possession as a scorer in pick and roll as the ball handler, 81 times, 95th percentile. 1.3 points per possession in transition, 69 times, 86th percentile. 1.19 points per possession on 33 off-screen sets, 82nd percentile. Very good rating in miscellaneous plays. Very good rating in putbacks, only 10 of them. And also impressive as a pick and roll creator, including passes, where he ran 123 pick and rolls at Michigan State, including every time he shot or passed out of it, creating 1.05 points per possession on average for his team, ranking 4th in three-point percentage at 41%, 22nd in true shooting percentage at 62%, and 28th in free throw percentage, 84%. Makes Jase one of the best shooting and scoring bets among the NCAA draft picks, while ranking in the 86th percentile among all NCAA pick-and-roll ball handlers. As a pick-and-roll ball handler, Jase Richardson shows incredible fundamental footwork, body control balance, and pick-and-roll patience, able to subtly get to the spots he wants when he wants to get there. This gives Orlando a bona fide natural point guard option to lean on at times, who projects to have few to no holes in his game, a ready-made role player connector who can hold his own defensively, hit the open three, make quick team first reads on and off the ball, and initiate some half-court offense with scoring gravity. At times, he'll pull a move from Chris Paul by putting a defender in jail, decelerating on a dime, moonwalking into an elbow midi, one of Jase's hot spots. Be on the lookout for the elbow midi in the right wing. When Jase is open, it's over. And some play types, as we'll see, he's more effective at these tough shot making than others. His handoffs, he seems to be better driving when he has that momentum than when he tries a tough shot. But other play types, the tough shot making are good counter moves. Like in pick and roll, to have a floater, to have a step back pull-up jumper. Those are good counters to keep defenses honest, possibly even draw two on the ball, creating more opportunities and advantages for others. Even in the shots he misses, Jase still creates space using patience, footwork, and balance. Most of the shots that he missed are the same looks he's getting on made attempts, which is a promising sign for his shot selection and decision-making when it comes to what shots he's looking for. Like, he's hunting good shots that he knows he can make, and sometimes they go in, sometimes they go out, but it's a sign that he's not just making erratic decisions and taking tough shots for the heck of it. They're shots that he probably practices and knows and is confident that he can make. Richardson dished out many potential assists and sweet dimes that did not result in baskets that will translate to assists with better play finishers at the next level. Some of his potential assists are sweeter dimes than his actual assists. Off screens is an area where Richardson thrives. A very good rating, 1.2 PPP mentioned earlier. This gives Orlando another floor spacing guard option alongside Desmond Bane, Jalen Suggs, someone who could potentially develop into another high-volume three-point sniper on and off the ball. He looks most comfortable when he's running off a couple of screens to the right wing. 5 of his 6 made threes in this off-screen play type over his entire freshman season came from the right wing hotspot. Basically, anytime he can get wide open off a screen, you're looking at dramatically better results in shooting efficiency, whether it's flare screens to create open off-ball movement, catch and shoot jumpers, Iverson screens, stagger screens, screen the screener. Really any off-screen sets that catch defenders off guard and also make Jase's initial defender just run through a gauntlet of picks to force multiple decisions from the opposing team's defense. His initial defender has to decide, am I going to run through all these picks? Am I going to run around them? Am I going to leave them open over the top? Am I switching? Or the other defenders have to decide, are we switching? Does everyone understand the scheme? Are we dropping? Are we doubling? Are we trapping? There's a whole lot of options that all happen at once. And if there's any misdirection on top of it, throwing off the defense even more, even better. But using Jase as the main threat or even as a distraction is a great way to use his shooting gravity to distract the defense and stretch the floor. Jase's best three-point percentage of any play type came in these off-screen sets, albeit small sample, just 6 of 7. Richardson's highest volume three-point attempt came in spot-up sets, 26 of 36 for 43%. The spot-ups play type may be the biggest reason Orlando targeted Jase Richardson on the offensive end. The ability to attack closeouts off the advantages created by the likes of their big brawling point forwards, Franz Wagner, Paulo Banchero, Anthony Black, barreling into the lane. Attacking closeouts requires the mere threat of a three-point shot. A confident shooter on high volume can stretch the floor just as much, if not more, than a more efficient shooter on lesser volume. It's no coincidence that Orlando targeted rookies, Noah Penda and Jase Richardson, who bring valuable skill sets to any rotation. The ability to attack closeouts, finish plays off the creation of others, take the advantage already created, and punish the defense for it. Jase does it with burst. Jase's burst is best on display when he takes the pass and takes off towards the rim, or when he already has a head of steam off ball stampeding towards the paint. Richardson's first opportunities on the Magic will likely be as a spot-up threat off Orlando's mini creators, probably on the second unit to start, maybe even the third unit, to see how he responds to the advantages created by others. If that three ball, his drives, kicks, foul draws, and general good team-first decision-making continue to pop out, Jase's playing time will only rise. Orlando really needs defensive connectors that can hit the three ball and make smart, quick decisions on and off the ball around its star players. On handoffs, Jase averaged 0.95 points per possession on just 21 handoffs, rating in the 64th percentile. While it's his lowest usage and efficiency of any of these play types covered, it's still a high efficiency overall. What didn't really work for Jase in this play type is the tough shots that tended to work for him in other play types. Shots like step-back threes, pull-up middies, floaters, runners. While these shots are within his game, that decision-making of when to break out the tough shot taken and making skills versus when to drive and kick can make a big difference in winning impact and winning plays. A process that hopefully improves with more reps as the game slows down for Jase. Richardson was most effective out of these handoffs when he attacked the rack, when he used the driving skills. Next to strong screeners like Goga, Wendell, Mo Wagner, Paolo, Isaac, now Penda, will be expected to do just that, penetrate the paint, bend the defense, and either score, draw the foul, or kick. Orlando's offense tends to run a lot of handoffs. This could continue with the addition of Bane and recovery of Suggs. Maybe the offense looks totally new with all these new shooters in place. Maybe there is more balance to the downhill force attack of the front court with all the new shooting in the back court. And that maybe the offense starts to hunt off-ball shooters, more of a Warrior style. It remains to be seen. But if it is handoffs that the Magic focus on, and make their priority is endless handoffs, then Richardson may want to focus on developing handoff movement, shooting, driving, decision-making skills. Even further, that may be a cheat code to more playing time with this team. Along with defensive intensity, making good, quick decisions with and without the ball, another way to get on Coach Mosley's good side. Overall, Jase ranks highly in a lot of categories, especially as a scorer. Some percentiles for you. 88th in true shooting percentage, 88th in rim percentage, 71st in mid-range percentage, 78th in free throw percentage, 74th in offensive BPM, 98th in defensive BPM, 82nd in block percentage, 93rd in spot-up efficiency, 95th in catch-and-shoot efficiency. He shot 84% on free throws, 122 total free throw attempts, 41% on three-pointers, 114 total attempts. All these numbers are promising indicators for his shooting development. Overall, Jase Richardson ranked top 10 in BPM in the entire country at exactly plus 10.0 BPM. Doing so as a freshman, his impact metrics jump off the page. Jase's ever-moving relocation skills keep him open off-ball, even after initiating his set. His catch-and-shoot three-point jump shot form is clean, injecting another much-needed floor spacer into Orlando's offense. Jase can use his ability to drive off of the spot-up opportunities. Blending all of these play types gives Jase freedom to experiment on the ball, using his effective flair to lower his shoulder, weave through defenders, maneuver in and out of traffic with ease, showing off a masterful combination of body and ball control along with an impressive understanding of the game. Jase fits this team in a lot of ways. Off the bench, if you're looking at Anthony Black, Tristan Da Silva, Jonathan Isaac, Goga Batadze, Jase slides right in as a point guard, connector who can run pick and roll, hit the score, hit the shot, do it all. As a starter, he can do the same thing in theory. Slide him in next to either of the guards, Bain or Suggs. He can be a guy that can pass, can shoot, can dribble, can defend, can look for the open man, can feed Paolo, as any natural point guard does. He's more of a scoring point guard, shooter point guard. You know, the Kyrie type is his favorite type of player that he grew up watching. So, you know, that's his mentality. And that's what this team needs, is a guy that can look for the pass and look for the shot, and can hit the open three and hit the step back, the pull-up three too, on the ball. So that development on the ball will be huge for his ceiling, especially with this team that so desperately needs shooting. Jase joins an entire roster of Orlando Magicians who thrive on fast breaks and driving into the paint, especially since this team wreaks so much havoc defensively. They force turnovers left and right, which create easy scoring, efficient downhill opportunities in transition. Where Jase scored 1.3 PPP on 69 possessions at Michigan State, rating in the 86th percentile. Overall on drives, Jase scored 1.05 points per possession on 75 drives. Favoring his strong hand, the left side, with nearly twice the volume, 45 to the left, 26 to the right, scoring slightly more efficiently, 18 of 33 to the left, 55%, 10 of 20 to the right, 50%. However, Jase still created nearly the same exact efficiency for his team, driving either direction, about 1.3 PPP to the left, 1.12 on drive to the right. Jase Richardson is considered great value at the 25th pick. Orlando originally worked him out for the 16th pick. He has a chance to be one of the best players from this draft. Between his shot, his shooting touch, his defensive instincts, his passing vision, his playmaking, decision-making feel, his ability to run so many different play types efficiently, at either an elite or very good efficient level as a scorer and as a passer. Just brings everything you want to the table offensively. Body and ball control, deceleration, veteran savvy already as a young rookie, knows the game beyond his years, and many reasons you can tell he probably picked up some things with his dad as a former pro. Shout out Jay Rich, Magic legend. Hopefully we got another Bruin here. Jay Rich Jr., Jason Richardson II, Jase Rich. Welcome to Orlando. Overall, Jase scored above average or great in most categories. Overall, including passes, his scoring creator type stat, his most efficient 1.3 PPP, 93rd percentile as a scoring creator, including all possessions, including assists, 96th percentile just as a scorer, 1.2 PPP, 86th percentile in transition, 1.3 PPP, 95th percentile in the half court, 1.1. Against man, 94th percentile, 1.2. Against zone, 83rd percentile, 1.2. After timeouts, 80th percentile, 1.1. 46% on 81 catch and shoot threes. That number will be handy if that trend continues in the pros. 29% on 34 pull-up threes. A little lower than you want to see, but promising enough with all his touch elsewhere. 35% on 37 runners. Another a little lower, but 69% on 93 layups. Good touch at the rim. Very strong at the rim finishing percentage. And 5 dunks made. Decent amount for a guard of his size. Jase perfectly threads the ideal draft pick needle for Orlando, an all-around rotation-level player who can help contribute quickly with few to zero holes in his game, with the potential upside to develop into another two-way team first high-level impact D&3 connector or better player on a team already considered a rising contender.